Hey guys, what's going on? Thanks for watching. So here we go. This video is probably going to make some people a little bit upset, I would imagine. I'm sorry about that, but this is my opinion, right? Doesn't have to be your opinion. You don't have to think the same way, all right? But this is basically a short-ish review of the Surefire Tactician, okay? The James Yeager light, right? I was very excited about this when I heard about it. And I've had it on order for a while from Optics Planet, and finally it came in. So obviously there's a lot of buzz about this light. A lot of people think it's the best thing since sliced bread. I was hoping it would be something like that, but honestly I have to say there's a couple issues with it, and a couple of the issues have to do with some of the big things that it was supposed to be amazing at. I don't know. So I'm going to move the camera a little bit, kind of show you what I'm doing down here with my hands and with this stuff. And we're going to change some stuff on here. And basically, I've figured out a way to fix the light. You know, the light that's supposed to be super amazing and awesome, I figured out a way to fix it to where it is super amazing and awesome. All right, and we're going to have to take off some pieces and switch out some parts. And ultimately, I think we're going to have a really, really good light at the end. Okay, so I'm going to show you how I do this, what I do. Let's get to it. Alright, I'm trying a new angle here. Maybe this will help you all see a little bit better. Maybe not. Maybe it's worse. Anyway, this is how the flashlight came, okay? It came in a little package thingy, whatever, and the light was in there, and then it has a little lanyard that goes with it. I'd seen some people review it, and it came with 2 extra batteries. This one didn't. I don't know what's up with that. But it did come with 2 batteries, so the light does work. Alright? I'll just quickly go over the main features of this. You can... Maybe I'll screenshot this or something. I don't know. But, I mean, it's 800 lumens for 5 hours. 800 lumens for 1.5 hours. 5 lumens for 94 hours, okay? And then their big, one of their big things is this Max Vision Beam, MVB, okay? This is not supposed to have a super bright hotspot, right? If you hold the light up, whatever, and you shine it down, right, the camera's going to kind of do its little focus thing, but you can see a bright spot right here, right? It's not as hot and tight of a bright spot as, say, I thought I had it with me. Well, probably even this guy. Yeah, this guy's not even that bright, and you can still see it's got a hotter little bright spot. This is the little Streamlight. Which one is this? The Streamlight 1L 1AA. Okay, that's even got a brighter, a more concentrated hotspot. All right. Versus this guy, which is a broader hotspot, all right, and the camera is refocusing when that light turns on and dimming down. So really the idea of this is it just throws a lot of light, okay? That's my understanding of it, which I guess that makes sense, but I don't know. Moving on, we have the super heavy-duty pocket clip is what they say. I don't know if it has a specific name, but it is pretty substantial. Get that in the focus, you can see. It is pretty substantial. It's thicker, more robust. It moves a little bit. Kind of see that. It moves a little bit when you move it. But it's supposed to be more robust, and it is thicker. I might have to do something about that. I don't know. The back, the tail cap, it is an only momentary, okay? It is not a clicky. You push it as hard as you want, and it's going to be on, and you let go, and it's going to come off. It does not... It's not a clicky, okay? You can turn it and lock it on, all right, if you need constant on, but that's the only way to get constant on, is that clicky, all right? Another feature is if you counterclockwise the bezel, just like barely anything, then you can see it's very low. That's that 5 lumen kind of thing, very, very low, okay? And then you turn it back on, turn it back clockwise all the way, and it goes real bright. So anyway, that's the main features of it, and then it has the little lanyard. But I'm not quite satisfied. All right, I don't know how to say all this without making a bunch of people mad, but I think the pocket clip could be better. All right, and I think I don't really like the super wide beam. I want a concentrated beam so that I can point that. Use it as like an identification thing, you know, if you're searching for something and you can point with your light. With this, you just light up a whole room. Well, you don't want to just light up a whole room. You want to be able to point at things with your light, so you need a concentrated beam, right? The tail cap, I don't know who thought, I guess it's James Yeager or whatever, but there's people thought, that you don't need a clicky. All right. Well, if this is an EDC light, which I think is what this thing is mainly designed for, you need it to click. All right. Obviously, you don't want something to where you barely touch it and it just clicks and stays on. I mean, you got to actually be able to consciously push and click it. All right. And to be able to have it constantly on. Because what happens if you are holding somebody, heaven forbid, you're holding somebody at gunpoint waiting for the cops, and it's taken a while, you're out in the county somewhere or whatever, and it's taken a while, and your hand starts to get fatigued holding that light on, and you go to adjust it, and just turn the light all the way on. Well, when you turn that light off, the bad guy runs away. All right? And when the bad guy runs away, you turn your light back on, he's gone. Well, now he gets to jump on you because you had the light off, because your thumb or finger or whatever got fatigued holding that light on him. You don't want to do that. You want to just be able to click the light or click it and keep it on. You don't need to have to finagle with it, lose your grip on your gun. There's a lot of different issues. I don't like it. So we're going to fix this. Basically what I have here, I've done a kind of a semi-review on this one before. This is the Surefire, the E2E, the Executive Elite. I really like this light. This is my first Surefire. This one, not exactly this one, because I lost my original one. I got this one about, 6 months ago or something like that. Love it. They're actually very, very, very similar in their size, but not their features necessarily, okay? So I'm going to kind of cannibalize this guy, and what I want from him is basically right now he has the halogen bulb, like a 60 lumen, very, very low. Okay, but it's just like an EDC light. This is back in the day when 60 lumens was like, that was the tactical brightness, okay? But listen, it has a clicky tail cap, okay? And since these two are compatible, that's the first thing we're going to switch out on here, okay? So I'm going to take off this funky little momentary only. I'm going to put on, colors don't match, but I'm going to put on the clicky, and now it's clicky. And you can obviously push it in. It's got a lot of mush, whatever. It's got a lot of room before you actually click it, okay? So if you're holding it, I don't remember what the grip is called, but you're holding it next to your gun, you can actuate it like that, and then you could squeeze real hard, and the light stays on, okay? So clicky. So we fixed that. Good, finally. Let's go to the pocket clip, okay? We'll just get that out of the way. Take these batteries out for right now. These are the batteries that came with it. And that's another thing, is that this thing only runs on these 123A lithium batteries. All right, this stinking expensive batteries, because he did not want the 18650 batteries to work in here. I don't know why not. It wouldn't have taken much to open up the size of this just a little bit, so you could get a rechargeable battery in there. But whatever. We're going to take off, there's the O-ring, take off this pocket clip, okay? Because my main thing with this pocket clip is that when you wear it on your pants, okay, when this pocket clip is in here, and this is sitting in your pants, or in your pocket, it is pushing so hard down, right, that you end up wearing out your pocket, all right? The corner of your pocket, it ends up being so hard to get in and out of your pocket that you end up wearing and fraying your pocket, and you don't need that, all right? That's not necessary. I don't think it's necessary to wear out your pants just for your flashlight, okay? So what I actually have, and I think this will work just fine, this is the old clip from my E2E, okay? And basically, that is the same fit. We're just going to slip that right on there, okay? And then it has this little plastic doohickey that goes down in there to kind of butt it up and secure it, keep it from moving. And there you go. That's a smaller clip. It works just fine, holds it in your pocket, and it's not going to beat up your pants so bad, okay? So we'll put back on our O-ring. Keep the seal. I want to mess that up, okay? And while we've got this off, I'm going to talk about two different things. Like I said before, the only thing this thing could use before was the lithium Surefire batteries. Didn't have to be Surefire, but just the regular lithium batteries. James Yeager didn't want this light to be have rechargeable batteries in it, I guess. But we got around that, okay? I don't think I've done a dedicated review to these before, but I've used these a lot. These are, what are these? Powerizer. They're rechargeable lithium batteries, okay? We're going to go ahead and drop those in, all right? And they've worked just fine for me before. They won't work very well in the incandescent or halogen, whatever label it is, these bulbs. They only work in the LED bulbs. They'll burn these incandescent bulbs out, all right? This is a Chinese knockoff of, I guess, a Scout Light, whatever, a KX2. So it's a knockoff, okay? And I've used it on this light before, on the E2E, and it's worked fine. The beauty of this one is that it's very cheap, okay? And has a very, very tight hotspot. And I'm going to demonstrate that. And thankfully, they all work together. And we're just going to screw that right on. Back that down a little bit. And there you go. Look how very tight that that beam is. Very, very tight. Okay, so if you were going to use this in a situation, whatever, you could have it on. All right, you with the momentary pushing on the back. Okay, you're searching for somebody. It does have a decent throw around it, so you're not just single focus beamed on one spot. There is decent throw around the light. Okay, once you identify your target, okay, you're searching, you're doing your tactical stuff, whatever. You find your bad guy, and you can focus in on him and click the light without having to turn the light off. All right, so once you've identified him and he stops, you don't have to turn the light off to fiddle faddle with the back of it to get it to lock on, and then when you turn the light back on, then he's gone. No, you just click it, and he's in the light the whole time. So that is basically the improved, they should call this the Surefire Tactician 2.0, okay? So the improved Surefire Tactician, okay? We have a clip that is not going to, it's not going to, basically it's not going to tear up your pants, right? You have a bezel, and it's even kind of knurled at the end a little bit, but you have a beam that is very tight, all right, that can disorient and blind and do all that stuff. You have a clicky tail cap, right, that you can use so that you don't lose your advantage once you identify your bad guy. You're not going to lose your advantage of doing that. And then you also have your rechargeable batteries, because rechargeable batteries are amazing. They're awesome. They're good. You should use them. Okay. Well, there you go, guys. I try to keep that kind of concise. There was a lot of different things to kind of go over, and I'll roll in some pictures here at the end for you to kind of show you what this stuff is, and I might put the links down in the description and all that, so you can see where I got these parts and how much they cost and stuff. Like I said, I was kind of disappointed. Some of the big things of this light, I mean, we're not going to use the head, right? The bezel, because we don't want that big wide beam. We want a tight focused beam. We're not going to use this amazing pocket clip because it sits there and rips your pants to shreds. And then the amazing non-clicky tail cap, well, we need a clicky tail cap. That's what the whole point is. You need a clicky tail cap. So the big things of this light, well, we took them off and we replaced them with ones that work. Okay? So I'm sure this is going to offend people, but, it's okay. It is what it is. And again, this is just all my opinion and stuff. So I'll roll in some pictures here. I appreciate y'all watching. Appreciate you subscribing and all that stuff. Stay tuned for more. And just keep watching. Keep watching to the end of the video. And just check out everything there. Alright? Y'all be good. Be safe. We'll catch you in the next video. It's not April Fool's, but it's April 6th. Okay. I'm going to kind of back up a little bit. Obviously, I'm not going to trash the light like that. That would be pretty retarded. And what I hope is that a lot of people watch this video and get super mad at me and call me all kinds of stuff. And they don't watch the end of the video and realize that everything that I just said was basically nonsense. Okay? Not everything, but most of it. Okay? I do not mind the tail cap the way that it is. Okay, that's fine. For a tactical light, that's fine. The whole situation I mentioned with the bad guy getting away, that's really not gonna happen. Okay, that was completely made up. The pocket clip is a little stiff, but that's the whole point. The reason I took this little pocket clip off my E2E, right, and replaced it with the longer one was because I lost my first light because it had a little dinky clip. Okay, this guy here is very robust. it may tear your pants up a little bit, but no more than carrying a knife in your pocket's going to, okay? It's no more or less than that. Now I got it off, can't get it on. There we go. And it is a very strong clip, okay? I think it's a really good clip, all right? Wow, I'm sure I made a lot of people mad, but that's the whole point. It's April, we can do that. One thing that I definitely will change, okay, is that this thing, like I said before, it came with these lithium batteries, the regular non-rechargeable lithium batteries, okay? Well, one thing that I looked into, and I'm glad I did, is they make a rechargeable 16650, not an 18650, all right? And this is a rechargeable battery that is the same size, right, as two regular batteries. So that will plop right down into there. You get your bezel or whatever, stick that guy on, screw it in, and there you go. And it works just perfectly fine. All right, that is something that I will use because I bought two of them, two of the rechargeable batteries, and I can easily switch it out every week. I'm not going to be using this light so much that I have to worry about the light burning out in a week. And I'll check the voltage and everything whenever I go to charge them. And if I have to do it sooner, well, that's fine. I could change it out every other day, and that's no big deal, okay? Because these are expensive. They work very well, all right? Like most good things, they cost money. And the rechargeable batteries are going to help save a lot of that cost, okay? That's really, it's not even a gripe. That's the only thing that I'm going to change is not running regular batteries, but these rechargeable batteries. There you go, guys. Like I said, it's not the 1st, it's the 6th. Then I'm recording this, so you'll see it tomorrow, the 7th. So yeah, April Fools, whatever. It's funny. I think it's funny. Thank y'all for sticking around and watching to the end. This is a good light, okay? Everything else I said before, this is not a bad light. Seems to be a very excellent light. It seems to be a very big contender for the Streamlight ProTac 2LX, okay? These are both very similar in size. The Surefire is a little bit smaller, okay? It has a much more ergonomic grip. It's thinner. That's one of the things that I really, really, really liked about my E2E was that it just fit in your hand so stinking well, okay? This guy's the exact same. Fits in your hand very, very well. This guy does too. It's just a little bit bigger, and that's because it uses the 18650 batteries, okay? It is a good light, all right? I'm not dissing this guy at all. I'm not going to get rid of him. Love it. But I probably will carry this guy a lot as well, not in conjunction with, I don't carry two lights. Probably should, but I don't. But you know what I'm trying to say. This is a good light. I'm not dissing it. Now, y'all be good to be safe. I really do appreciate y'all watching till the end, because now you can go back in the comments and look if people do comment. And all the people that are like, well, you sitting here talking trash about the light. Well, now you know, as what's his face would say, the rest of the story. All right, y'all take care.